Hey everyone, I'm Mike Ausman with Taylor Guitars, and today we want to go through helping a customer understand our 5 body shapes and also to understand the tone woods that we use that help color the sound of those 5 body shapes, really helping you understand the perfect fit for your playing style. The Grand Auditorium is our Swiss Army knife of shapes, and it really touches on just enough of everything that if you don't know which shape is perfect for you, this would be the first place to really start looking. It's great for fingerstyle players, it does flat pickers guitar, it's great for singer-songwriters if you do weekend gigs or maybe you're just at your at-home studio. But if you notice, the guitar shape, which is our design, really has that relaxed and comfortable look. So it's ergonomic for men and women, but it actually has a nice low-end response to it, punchy mid-range, and that top-end sizzle that people have fallen in love with their Taylor guitars. So the Grand Auditorium shape, the Swiss Army knife of shapes, it's perfect for that all-around type of player. Taylor's Grand Concert body shape is the smallest body shape that we make, and it's one of our original designs. If you notice against the Grand Auditorium, the size difference, you'll feel that it's so much more of a huggable guitar. It's great for couch sessions, it's great for studio work, and even live applications, because when you have a smaller body, it has less overtones, it can fit in the mix without trampling over some of the other sounds that are happening at the same time. For folks who have small hands or need something that's a little bit more compact, it has a short scale. So that means the distance from the nut to the saddle is actually closer together, makes the playability a lot easier. Great for fingerstyle players too, because now they can actually get a little bit more intimate with the guitar, and you're not losing anything from that bass, mid, and treble because it's just in a small sonic footprint and it's all contained under one small body. So the Grand Concert really is that sleeper model where you're looking for something that's a little bit more intimate, that still delivers that great output and that great tonal response. The Taylor Grand Symphony body shape is really designated towards that player who's that big, bold strummer, looking for something with a lot of output and a lot of power. If you compare it to the Grand Auditorium shape, you'll notice that the Grand Symphony has a slightly larger lower bout, kind of tips the scale of balance from that Grand Auditorium into that low, mid, and bass response, driving a lot of bass and a lot of power, and actually increases a little bit of the volume on the output. So if you have bass as your more pronounced focus, you'll still have that punchy mid-range and that top-end sizzle that Taylor has, but it's for the player who's looking for a little bit more power, a little bit more gusto, and a little bit more volume overall. The Grand Orchestra is the newest body shape for Taylor guitars, and we're really excited about it since we went back to the drawing board to kind of rethink and understand how a big body guitar should sound. Traditionally, big body guitars needs lots of energy to get them going, and the Grand Orchestra is quite the opposite. It's twofold in that respect. First, the body is 5 inches deep, which is the deepest shape that we make across any of the shapes. And two, underneath the hood is a combination now of both scalloped and parabolic bracing, which nothing else that we make has. It allows the top to move and flex like a speaker cone. So if I'm a light fingerstyle player or a softer strummer, I can really get the guitar to do what I want it to do, giving me a nice low-end chunk, that nice punchy mid-range response, and that top-end sizzle that really Taylor's known for. So also keep in mind, if you're a single person and playing the guitar by yourself, it has a great complexity to it. So if you're not playing with other players, you can really kind of drag the band in with you, all out of this one body shape. The Grand Orchestra kind of really hits all those nails on the head at the same time. The Taylor Dreadnought is that traditional guitar shape that Taylor has simply refined. When you think about an acoustic guitar in your mind, this is usually the shape that comes to mind. And from all those great singer-songwriters and acoustic guitar players from the 50s through the 70s that created that music that we know and love, this is the workhorse shape of that era. If you'll notice, the Dreadnought has a very boxy shape, which kind of eliminates some of the mid-range, which is great for its applications. Bluegrass players and solo singer-songwriters love it because you got this demanding low-end kick, you got this nice top-end shimmer, and that mid-range kind of is taking a back seat to vocals, fiddle, banjo, mandolin. Taylor really wanted to just refine the shape and give it prettier curves, but it still is going to give you that very traditional output. The one thing we did inject to it that we really are fond of is that playability that Taylor has always had, so you can kind of bring together old and new, that traditional output with that really great Taylor playability. For more discussion on shapes and tone woods and all things Taylor guitars, please contact your Sweetwater sales engineer.